What's going on, everybody? It's our Mike, and it is a nice, clear, what is it, Wednesday evening right now here in the Springs. And I have a package that has arrived. As you can see, this is quite a big package. Next to it, we have our 64-ounce Arctic with a Yeti screw top lid. And on this side, we have our Ozark Trails 36-ounce. Or 36 ounce. So obviously you can tell this is something revolving tumblers. So let's get into it. So this is such a big box. I'm having to do this in a wide angle view to crack this sucker open. Let me move these two out of frame. And what I'm going to mention as well is this is not a sponsored video at all. There is no product placement in this. This is some things I purchased with my own hard-earned money. And let's see what we have in here. Obviously, like I said, this is something involving tumblers and our bottles and whatnot. You can use them for coffee related, for hot drinks, cold drinks. You guys know the routine when it comes to how tumblers can be used. Guys and girls, boys and girls, and actually boys and girls, any of my Rock Room students that might be watching this, these type of bottles, insulated bottles, and these insulated cups are really good for you guys to have for after school activities, or for anybody that does gymnastics, or if you guys are doing soccer or hockey or anything. These types of bottles can be really good for when you guys have tournaments and things going on. Keep your drinks cold. So let your mom and dad know that you want to look into Arctic bottles or even the Ozark brands. So those are a good, inexpensive way to go. And we have bubble wrap, one of my doggy's favorite things. And I'll put this aside for him. We will look through that in a second. In the box, we have, besides those items in bubble wrap, one very tall. This is a 36-ounce bottle. We'll check that out here in a minute. We also have a look at these colorings to these boxes, very nice. So you can tell this is a 30-ounce tumbler. And we have another 30-ounce tumbler. And last thing in the box is a 17-ounce container by Arctic. So let's go on ahead and switch views and crack into everything from the box within the box. Alright, so the first thing we're going to start with here is the 17-ounce container. And what these containers are good for, as I have mentioned in previous videos, is you can use them for your food. You can use them for my case, I actually like keeping these for coffee grounds. Kids, your guys' parents can get you these containers for keeping your food in, keeping your lunches hot. They can be cheaper than getting an actual thermos that you'd put food in, or an insulated, some of the food containers that would be in like your lunch bag aisles. One that I found that was probably the cheapest, this Penguin model Premier that you would find at Walmart. I think I only paid $7 for this, and this is a 16-ounce. The one we have here is a 17-ounce, and this costed, I want to say this costed under $10. I have to look up and see. It honestly might be like 12. It might be a little more. It might be a little more expensive than what I paid for this one. But difference you can see, the finish on this is much more dull, I want to say. It's not as shiny, as high gloss as this. But one thing I do like about Arctic is their lid, actually you have something to grip on, to grip. So I will use this for coffee, actually. And as you can see, Arctic also includes one of their decals, which is very nice. I do like that. And then on the bottom here, we have our information on it. So, ArcticCoolers.com. Do not microwave, hand wash only. Caution when using hot food. Do not place it in freezer. This is a BPA free container. It is 18 by 8 stainless steel, designed in Cypress, Texas, but made in China. That is how a lot of the stuff seems to be. If you want to keep costs down, well, this stuff gets manufactured in China, but it is all designed in Cypress, Texas. And I want to say that's the same thing with Yeti as well. They're designed in Texas, but their products are manufactured in China. Our lid here, actually, this is a much nicer grommet and seal for the lid and insulation versus, I like that it's black on the inside, versus what we have here with this Penguin, which we can see is another steel. You can see I've had coffee in this. That's what all these dots are from. I keep my coffee beans in these, and that way they stay nice and cold and air sealed. So that is what I'm going to use this one for as well. Will be for coffee. So, all right, let's go on to the next thing. All right, so next up we're going to check out a tumbler, but before we do, here is a Ozark Trails tumbler, and this is an older one, like probably their first gen. There's our Ozark Lake logo, and this is an Arctic handle that fits it really well. I wish Arctic would continue doing these two-piece handles like this, but unfortunately I think they went back to doing just a single. One thing I didn't like about them is that they kind of scratched your surface on these. This Ozark Trails tumbler, they're no longer made. They're onto their second generation of tumblers now, so they have new ones coming out. If you guys want me to do Ozark Trail tumblers, check out the new ones versus the old, please leave a comment down below, let me know. Another tumbler I have before we crack into the new one is a good old Yeti, which obviously these were expensive. They have gone down in price. Yeti's handle is just a single grip handle. There's no other lower piece that connects, so you can worry about this stuff giving over time. They do put a rubber grommet on the inside of theirs, which is nice, so it doesn't scratch up your cup. This Yeti is starting to show some age to it. It's getting pretty scratched. And, of course, I have my first gen, I want to say it's the first gen, of the Arctic tumbler as well. Now, this tumbler, I'll have to say, the Arctics, this last generation that I have, does not hold heat as well as a Yeti still, but that might all change. So, let's get these out of frame here. We'll kind of just set them off in the distance here, and we will crack into our new one. So, this is a 30 ounce. As you can tell, they do their logos in the color of your tumbler, so if you can make that out, this is kind of a navy blue. One thing I like, this is one of their sayings: overbuilt, not overpriced. So that is how Arctic looks at themselves. They know they can make the same type of products for cheaper and not overprice them. One thing you notice right away is you get a nice flip top lid on these now when you order a new tumbler. So that is very cool. Put our box off to the side. Take off our wrapping. And we have our new powder coated navy blue Arctic tumbler, and that is their new logo compared to before. It just said Arctic. This time we actually have the Arctic polar bear in the logo. All this is one color now, no more steel accent at the bottom. We'll see how well this fits in a cup holder. I want to say, yeah, it is pretty much the same. It looks like they shaved it down by maybe 1 millimeter or so, which might help with cup holders, because I've always had problems fitting these cups into a regular cup holder. Inside, not a regular, but a plastic type of cup holder that has one cutout, and that's it. No rubber grommet for stretching for bigger cups. Inside, we get our decal, like we normally get with Arctic stuff, and our instructions and labels on this. So, on every tumbler, just to review here: double wall vacuum insulated, maximum temperature retention and insulation handles from the cold, keeps ice longer, holds ice up to 24 hours. These have actually done really well with keeping things cold. Keeps ice to 24 hours, keeps things hot for 6 hours. 18 by 8 stainless steel, strong construction, no sweat exterior, and designed by Arctic Drinkware in Cypress, Texas. So, and that is our Arctic. We'll go and peel this sticker off, and I have a handle too. That was actually what is inside the bubble wrap. As we can see, inside our bubble wrap here, we have handles. I'm going to go ahead and break one out. And here are the new Arctic handles. And these new Arctic handles do not work with the previous generation of Arctic cups. They made sure to mention that on their website. These handles are cheaper than any other handle you will find. I picked these puppies up for, I think, $2 or $3 a handle, and that is it. That's even cheaper than what you can find at Walmart for one of their Ozark handles. What I noticed right away, no rubber grommet. I wish there was. No rubber grommet. We have our Arctic logo. And off comes. Very nice and clean. It came off nice. So on the inside is where they include their instructions for service and support, your care instructions, service and support. They have a 855 number to call, the helpline. Do not place in dishwasher, hand wash only. Wash thoroughly before initial use. Do not use bleach or cleaners containing chlorine to clean them. Do not place in the freezer and do not place in the microwave. Use caution. Hot beverages will remain hot for several hours. And then, of course, they show off all their some of their products. So let's go ahead and put our handle on. I'll slide it up from underneath. Hopefully not scratching up our powder coat. That I don't like to do. And I like things kind of symmetrical, so to say. So I want our Arctic logo to be facing, just like so. And we'll put our lid on. And it's a nice seal. And it is a double gasket. Nice seal. And their lids that come with these, they are straw friendly. Very nice. That'll make my wife happy. So let's get a good look at that. So here's our nice close-up look at the 30-ounce navy blue tumbler. So, very nice. I like it quite a bit. Alright, next up we will get into another tumbler that came in the package. This one will be for the wife. So let me get all these out of our way. Alright, so as you can tell, this is going to be a long video because I have one other thing to unpack as well. So, quite a bit of unboxing in this video. So, this is a 30-ounce tumbler as well. And I have my wife's Ozark Trails bottle. And she doesn't use this one as much anymore because the mouth on this is so wide. When you have ice fly back at you, it can get messy. You can get quite messy. So, she wanted a new tumbler to match as well. Since I ordered one, she wanted one. And honestly, for all the stuff I've ordered in this package that you guys are seeing so far, I could have bought maybe 1.5, maybe 2 Yetis for the cost of all this stuff. So keep that in mind. And this is her new Arctic teal tumbler. And looks very nice. It's actually, yeah, it's a little brighter than the Ozark brand. The Ozark brand obviously has a nice texture to it. The Arctic brand, the Arctic version, is a nice smooth powder coat. And of course we get our flip top lid and a sticker in there as well. So I'm not going to unpack the rest of this because this one is hers. I will let her do that and she will be happy, I'm sure. So next up, let me grab a handle for her. And we will put hers aside. We will put her handle on this aside for later for her to undo once she gets home. And she's actually on the way home. She had to stop for an errand. And last, a new bottle for myself. And this bottle is, you all saw my big 64-ounce bottle. This is a 36-ounce that is by Arctic, and I bought it in the same color to match my tumbler. So we have a nice, very nice navy blue. And the point to why I wanted that is because I do want to use my Yeti lid on this Arctic bottle. And I'm pretty sure it would still work. This seems to be the exact same type of lid as what comes on your standard Yeti. Theirs is a little more square and they have their imprinting on the top. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, of course we have another sticker. I have so many of these Arctic stickers. I'm pretty sure this same lid cutout Their grooving, their spacing on their threading is the exact same as the Arctic lid is the exact same as Yeti. Look at that. Like almost identical spacing. Obviously this lid's thicker because it is a two-piece, and that's probably the one thing for all you Rock Rimmon students and anybody that needs a nice 36-ounce bottle, insulated bottle. Don't buy the Yeti versions. Get these Arctic versions and buy the Yeti lid, this screw lid. I picked this up at I picked mine up at Big R. I talked about that in another video, and it was $10. So for $10 plus the cost of this, you're looking at like less than what it would cost to buy an actual Yeti tumbler for your coffee. Alright, you're going to hear my dog going in the background because she is chewing on her bum. But anyway, like I was saying, if you guys really want to get a nice bottle, this bottle literally runs under 20 bucks. I don't remember the cost off the top of my head, but this 36-ounce bottle in this nice color is less than $20. And then you get your, like I said, you pick up a Yeti lid that is the twist off. And this is kind of like the sports cap, I believe. It's not the one with the straw in it. You don't want that. You just want the sports cap. That way you don't have ice sloshing back at you. This will hold you over 24 hours in ice. I've kept that big 64 ouncer. I've kept ice in that without adding to it for over 2 days. So that's going to be it for this video. I know it is a super long one. We're looking at like 15 minutes, I think. So yeah, big unboxing video. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Every single bottle and container that I showed in this video, that is all these new Arctic ones, I will include links to them directly in the video description. So if you want to see any other videos on the newer versions of the tumblers coming out, let me know if you want me to spend $5-10 on these, especially the Ozark ones because they're cheaper. My wife kind of gets tired of me having all these tumblers, so don't want to really overload our house with too many, or else I'll have to start giving some away. So hit me up in the comments below, like the video, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will see you all in the next one.